Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and welcome back for the culmination of our discussion about luxury real estate, what it means, how to do it, who to use, and what to keep an eye out for. So in our last discussion about luxury real estate, we were talking about a little bit about what sets luxury properties apart from non-luxury residential real estate specifically. Okay, now that's important because generally speaking, it is the same. Okay, luxury real estate, just to help qualify this, is not a separate category. It really is traditional residential real estate. However, in my opinion, it really should have its own category simply by virtue of the many nuances that come to play when dealing with luxury real estate that you wouldn't really deal with in non-luxury residential real estate. So, if you have a luxury real estate property, $2 million, $3 million or more, and you are thinking about selling it with a realtor who has $3 million in listings or $3 million in sales experience the last fiscal year, or even $50 million, I can tell you this: if they haven't sold anything over $300,000 or $400,000, it's going to be quite a challenge, and it's really not the same thing. No matter how much experience they have in the small deals, the larger ones are really an animal all into their own. That being said, paying attention to the details is key, and hiring a listing broker or a listing company that specializes in doing just that, paying attention to the details and making sure, as I mentioned yesterday, that your property is above all else at all times presented in the absolute best possible light. That's key. It's crucial, and that's what we do. So yesterday I spoke a little bit about the property photos and how it blows my mind how you can have these $4 or $5 million listings with photos taken by cell phones. 9 times out of 10, they're taken by the agents who represent the seller. These same agents that stand to make in excess of $30,000 or $40,000 commission on average for a luxury real estate listing, and they can't pony up the cash to hire a professional photographer. Now, this is something I will never understand, ladies and gentlemen, because as I mentioned, I am an expert in real estate, but I am not a professional photographer. And to that effect, I want my clients to have the absolute best, the best of everything. That's why they hire me. They're getting the best of real estate. I also want them to have the best photography. So all of that, in terms of the marketing and everything else, that's something that Z Real Estate handles. Now, we're smart enough to know that we're not professional photographers. And to that effect, we will hire professional photographers and stagers if need be. Believe it or not, I actually had a luxury residential real estate listing in Newport Beach a little while ago in excess of $6.5 million. And that one, we actually hired a helicopter to get inside and take an aerial view around, because sometimes, given the sprawling size of the property, not just the interior square footage, but primarily speaking the lot size, the pools and everything that the lot and all the amenities has to offer, you can't really appreciate it or get an accurate understanding of the breadth of the property without getting in a plane sometimes. I know that sounds crazy, and flying over to take a look at exactly what is involved in this property. So, if need be, I like to make sure that you're aware, yes, this is something that Z Real Estate can do, and no, we will not hesitate to do it. If it's needed, we will do it. Advertising has moved and changed over the years as the newspapers have waned in efficacy and the internet has kind of taken over and assumed dominance in that arena. However, I mention this because, like I said, Z Real Estate will leave no stone unturned in our relentless and unwavering pursuit to deliver exceptional results. Okay? What do I mean by that? Well, do I think internet advertising is effective? Absolutely. Do I think newspaper advertising is effective? Not really so much. However, if it's needed, we will do it. If it's needed, there's nothing we won't do, including but not limited to hiring a person with one of those little spinny signs to stand out front and draw people in. If we got to do that, we'll do it. But one of the things that makes Z Real Estate a luxury expert in our field, particularly in San Dimas and the surrounding areas, is our knowledge of technology and our ability to use it and our friendliness and familiarity with some new modern inventions, principally drones. Everybody likes drones. Not many people are familiar with the quadcopter technology, exactly how to use it, or more importantly, whether or not they're allowed to use it. So currently realtors are. As you can imagine, it's pretty crucial in the real estate business to have an accurate representation of the property. from the top to the bottom to the sides to the back. So here at Z Real Estate, we do have several drones on hand. Not to worry, we actually pay them very, very well. There's 2 drones I can think of right now that actually get paid more than my secretary, but that's neither here nor there. So what I can tell you is that we have some excellent pilots for the drones, and they know how to operate them very well. Some of these, believe it or not, can actually fly to 9,999 feet. I'm sure you're probably wondering, that's an odd number. Why not more? Well, anything over 9,999, and now you're in the FAA airspace. So, technically speaking, the drones actually could fly higher. They're just not allowed to. So they kind of have an air barrier there, cap, of 9,999 feet. So, that being said, if you do have a property you're thinking about selling that goes beyond that, let us know, and we'll figure out a way around it. Not to worry, we'll figure something out. But, I have yet to find somebody that has a property in which that actually applies. So, for the time being, allow me to emphasize how very important these drones are and how amazing the drone footage and the videos really, really is. Walking on a property can really do a lot in terms of a first impression and giving you an understanding of the size of a property. But looking at a video of a drone or a plane flying over it, particularly a luxury property with more than one swimming pool, tennis courts, basketball, etc., or horses, you can never really get a full appreciation for how big the property is without, one, either spending some time living there and actually walking the entire lot and seeing with your eyes what consists on every piece, or looking at a video from a drone that has flown over and taken footage of every piece. So that's what we will do for you, and that's what Z Real Estate specializes in using our technology to better stage and better present luxury properties. All right, so thanks so much for tuning in this week to our discussion about luxury real estate and our brief explanation about why Z Real Estate excels in the listing and disposition of luxury real estate, and principally why and how we are able to generate a higher sales price and command top dollar for our sellers of luxury real estate more than any other real estate company in our area right now. So we are the market leaders of luxury real estate, and to that effect, if you have luxury real estate or any property you're thinking about selling, I implore you, please contact Z Real Estate. At the very least, we will give you an educational, informative synopsis about what your property's worth and whether or not those improvements really pay off and add value to the effect that you think they might. That being said, please call us, 909-999-6888. I can always be reached on my cell phone at 909-559-5275. And of course, our website, www.zrealestate.net, Instagram at zrealestate, or Twitter at JohnnyZBanker. Thanks so much for tuning in this week, everybody. And until next week, make it a great week.